I'm so iconic.
It's the National Football League on EA Sports, and we're running it back with the two teams from Super Bowl VI. It's the Dallas Cowboys and the Miami Dolphins, and it comes your way next.
We are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The kicker, Brandon Aubrey, is out to get this one started. And we are underway from Miami. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Dolphins head out, led by the NFL's leading passer in 2023. Now in his fifth season, Tua Tagovailoa.
And he's coming off a great season where he put up career highs in yards and touchdowns, while also leading one of the most prolific scoring offenses in the NFL. The number one thing he did last season, though, staying healthy. When he's on the field, Miami can roll.
Now they'll send Waddle in motion left. Now he's going to get it on the jet sweep. And right away they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
Second and 10. Here's Tua. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
In motion, Hill. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. So on fourth down, here's Jake Bailey to punt for the Dolphins. Cavante Turpin deep for the Cowboys. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. The Cowboys making their way out behind the NFL's leader in touchdown passes for 2023. In his ninth season now, Dak Prescott.
And he's coming off one of the best seasons of his career, where he finished as a runner-up in the MVP chase after throwing for over 4,500 yards, 36 touchdowns, and less than 10 interceptions for the first time in a few years. An integral part of the Cowboys' run to the playoffs. He's hoping to take it a step further here in 2024.
So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Prescott now. He gets it to Cooks. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. First down. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is, because he understands how to get open in key situations.
First down carry by Elliott. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Elliott going to get it again on 2nd down. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Now a stoppage here, as it looks like we've got a Dolphins shaking up on the play. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami.
Look right here, one time. Let's stop him here. No, D, let's get stopped. Come on, DJ. Off the ball, man. Take it off.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10.
Play speed. Come on.
Throwing. Prescott. And it's caught. And the Cowboys are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just did the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. That's to the pylon and incomplete. Down this close to the goal line. 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball 1st down in this situation, because 2nd down, that gives me an option of running play action, maybe throwing it.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Elliott will take this into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. So that a great sequence for these guys to begin the ball game. They force the punt on one end, then come right down the field and score on the other.
And that's a great example of leaning on each other and building a little momentum that way. How about the defense forcing the punt, turns it over to the offense with confidence, and they take it downfield and score.
Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. So that drive takes them down the field in 8 plays. And it culminates in a touchdown run by Ezekiel Elliott. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So Miami coming out for their 2nd drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Second down, here's Mostert again. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
Early down stuff will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one. 2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. In motion, Hill. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Working the middle of the field. He's got a man complete. Down to the 10. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jalen Waddle, 73 yards. And the Dolphins are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. And he showcased his blazing speed on that one. Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big-time play, and just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
Jason Sanders now for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it was finished off by a Jalen Waddle touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb, and that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Now a 2nd and 10. Here's Prescott. A short one there taken in by Ferguson. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
3rd and 3. To throw is Prescott. A dump off to Elliott. So he stopped for no gain. And it'll be 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. 42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
Mistakes on their offense.
The slot man in motion right. And he'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That one good for 37 yards. So that one just a little touch pass, but it paid off quite handsomely.
Yeah, let's face it, the quarterback loves it because it pads his stats as a completed pass for nice yardage downfield. But I like the way they get the receiver in motion. It's almost like he's running a route before he gets the football because he's got a full head of steam when the ball is popped in his direction.
That one caught by Tyreek Hill. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Tyreek Hill, 27 yards. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. And when the quarterback drops and has a guy that wide open in the end zone, his eyes have to get just as big as grapefruits.
Oh, without a doubt. This is the easiest throw you're going to get, and you're going to get the benefit of a touchdown on top of it. Make that throw.
Sanders now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it ends with a touchdown pass to Tyreek Hill. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team, as he'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further. And out now come the Cowboys. Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 34. He'll hand it off to Elliott to begin the drive. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Nice chunk of yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6. They go Elliott again. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
3rd down and 6. Now Prescott. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the 1st down.
No-score zone right here.
Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
Here's Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott, and he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
So after the made field goal, back out is Aubrey to kick this away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. Miami's offense set and ready to go. And the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. They'll motion the tight end across the formation. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, force the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. Tua sets up to pass it. Short throw to Smith. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
That coach is always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Get some points on the board.
Now Tua. He's got his target. That's complete. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
He's got the cheat code, offense.
Play action. Now it's Tua. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Durham Smythe, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins are able to widen their advantage.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
That's the kicker, guys. Give him some time. That's a gimme. That's a gimme.
Sanders on for the extra point.
The uprights.
It's good, and it's 21-10. A drive there of just 4 plays, and it winds up in 6 points for the Dolphins. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. Possession of the football going back to the Cowboys. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Prescott to throw. Left side to Lamb. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
I tell you what, when you're down on the scoreboard, you've got to look to your stars, and that's what they do here to start the drive. I wouldn't be surprised if they looked his way a few more times in short order. That one, well designed, and it's a quick 1st down.
He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. CeeDee Lamb, 52 yards. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. They went empty backfield, all their weapons out wide, so there really was no secret here to what they were going to do.
No secret, but they still had to execute it, and they still had to protect the guy throwing the ball because oftentimes when you empty the backfield, people bring pressure at you. They managed to hold in there and successfully complete the touchdown pass.
Aubrey now for the PAT. And he's got it to make this a 21-17 game. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time.
Thank you.
This could be it. This could be the turning point. Take that. Thank you. Make the play.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And able to get this out to the 25. The Dolphins offense and Tua Tagovailoa headed back out onto the field. And he's done everything you could have asked for coming in. He's spread it around. He hasn't taken many chances. And he's potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. These two teams trading touchdowns here in what has been a back-and-forth first half.
And ordinarily, we're trying to figure out how to break out of a stalemate. Here, you're trying to figure out if you can slow someone down while continuing your breakneck pace on offense. I know one thing. The people in the crowd, they're getting their money's worth right now.
The fantasy owners like it.
Oh, without a doubt. They're just tallying them up, aren't they?
They're watching this game. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. In motion goes the tight end. On play action, here's Tua. That's going to be caught downfield by Hill. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And 22 more yards there and another 1st down.
And ever since Tyreek Hill arrived in Miami, he's somehow taken his game to new heights. He's eclipsed the 1,700-yard mark in each of the last 2 years, and at one point last season, it seemed that he was destined to be the first wide receiver to total 2,000 receiving yards in a single season. He's truly a special talent that has become the focal point of arguably the most explosive offense in the NFL.
Tyreek Hill's got another one. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down.
My goodness, they've come out locked in on this drive. Play calling, execution, they are fully in sync. 3 straight passes, 3 first downs. They're moving the ball downfield almost at will. This defense really struggling to find answers.
He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Osa Odighizuwa with the effort there to earn the sack.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Get some yards, boys. Wide open.
Now first carry for their fullback. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets them back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
That's it. Keep the pressure on him, oh. Let's go.
Tua going to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him. So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
So 4th down, Tua departs, and on is Jason Sanders and the Dolphin field goal unit. From the right hash, this from 48. The kick by Sanders is good, and they will open their lead up to a touchdown at 24-17. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because you know after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
After the field goal, here comes Sanders to kick it away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Cowboys offense and CeeDee Lamb ready to take over once more. And it may be time for this defense to start throwing a second defender his way because whatever they've done, it has not worked in this first half.
All right, defense.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Now Prescott. Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
A short one there taken in by Ferguson. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Inside give to Elliott. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. A great job there at the point of attack, holding up, They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On second down, Elliott once more. And only a couple for him there as the tackle is made at the 42.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. The offense on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Prescott. And he is caught. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A first down and then some. Give him 29 yards.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory as they're down to the 29-yard line. Looking to throw. Prescott. And that's complete to Cooks. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Prescott now. That one complete to Elliott. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. Prescott yet again. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
And he hits him in stride. Only a yard on the completion. It's 2nd and goal.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Elliott, toss right. Slipped 1 tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
Prescott on 3rd and goal. And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from drawing level. These 2 teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far and fun to watch. Aubrey good with a PAT. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half.
Another day, Dolphins.
Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And the kick team down there quickly. They don't have to run as far as they used to. And they're able to stop him before he can even make it to the 15. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line.
Even you offense.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he is going to be taken down. They got him. As that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Micah Parsons showing off that elite athleticism as he gets the sack. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Here's Tua. Short throw to Smith. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back.
Let's go.
Running the counter with Mostert. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down. It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Cowboys offense and Dak Prescott getting ready to go once more. And he's had things all his way in this first half. The numbers sensational as he'll look to add to them with another drive here. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And we are hitting the home stretch here toward halftime. And to this point, this has been an exciting offensive explosion for both sides.
I think everyone in the stadium is going to have to regroup a little bit, including the two of us. Yeah, I think we have to get a little oxygen, relax a little bit, and see what we can get going for the second half. The same as these teams, because right now everything's working really well. Can someone come up with something to slow them down?
Yeah, both defenses back on their heels. Here's Prescott. And short one there, taken in by Ferguson. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
Throwing. Prescott will find Lamb. That's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. They'll get this out wide here to Elliott. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
They'll throw again. Prescott. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1. There's Prescott. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one, as it's good from 56 yards out. And they have regained the lead. So a big play before the end of the half to get them into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
Four seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
Yeah, that's what we do. That's what we do. Let's build that momentum. Let's make some good plays today, all right?
Tua, the final shot before half. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
We saw the vet with plenty left, Ezekiel Elliott, putting together a strong first half. He had a touchdown run that helped get his guys this halftime lead.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point.
Wrap up here, boys.
It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Cowboys offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been instrumental in getting his guys the lead as he looks to finish strong and close this one out. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They've reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On the counter, Elliott. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Sometimes with the running game, you just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
To throw is Prescott. That is caught by Lamb. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
Well, as my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 32-yard line. Dak going to hand it to Elliott on the option. And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards. Now they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. Now Prescott. And that is incomplete.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We won 6. So on 4th down, Prescott off and on is Aubrey for the Cowboy field goal. And this one is right down the middle. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. So after the made field goal, back out is Aubrey to kick this away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team, as he'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the 2nd half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. That one into the hands of Beckham downfield. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one good for 37 yards.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Micah Parsons getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number is just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
6 on this drive. Down like a lawnmower, baby.
On play action, here's Tua. Complete. Smith has it. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
In today's NFL, we're accustomed to the tight end getting downfield and creating plays and wreaking a little havoc in the secondary. Not on this one, though. They diagnosed that one really well.
Tried the dump off, lost yardage. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
So 4th down, Tua departs, and on is Jason Sanders and the Dolphin field goal unit. Sanders' kick is good, but now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. And this is going to be roughing the kicker, an inexcusable penalty, Charles.
You've worked so hard to hold him to a 3-point kick. Now you're giving him the ball again with a chance for a touchdown.
Took you so long.
The roughing the kicker called on 4th down. What a big break. Leads to a 1st and 10.
Got that cheat code offense.
Tua sets up to pass it. On target over the middle to Hill. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Tyreek Hill on the touchdown pass for Tua. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from taking the lead. Well, they were down 6 at intermission, but they quickly erased that deficit. And, Charles, now they've got a chance to take the lead.
And while being down 6 points, obviously not an insurmountable lead, tying a game up, that just relaxes a whole team, doesn't it? And now when you add the extra point and you go up, you really feel good about what you've accomplished.
Sanders now to add the extra point.
These 3 points.
And that one puts them on top here in the 3rd. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it ends with a touchdown pass to Tyreek Hill.
Here we go.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Well, now how about this return? And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The visitors' offense and their wideout getting set to go once more. And he was pretty much unguardable in that first half. You see the numbers there as they try to add to him here in this 3rd quarter. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
2nd and 5. Cooks motions to the left. There's a fake on a jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle. And not much room to speak of. He'll get about 3 up to the 41.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're not doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
They run here with Rico Dowdle. And he will have the 1st first down as he's brought down up near midfield. The drive stays alive, a third down gain of 8.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. Out right, he finds Tolbert. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49, a gain of just 2.
When you decide to run a hitch route, it really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
2nd down and 8.
Defense, one stop.
Prescott. And this one quickly to Lamb. That'll go for a gain of 7. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
In today's football, the receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage. When you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
We'll go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 56 yards rushing for him now on 17 carries. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then, you take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
Prescott to throw. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And the Cowboys are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Now Elliott. Down at the 2. Broke through first contact, but ultimately stopped shy of the goal line. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
That's good hard running right there on 1st and goal. That gets him down to the 2 and puts a lot more pressure on that defense.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Heads on a swivel, boys.
Ball defense, let's go.
They'll try again with Elliott, and he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys have retaken a 3rd-quarter lead.
Well, he'd been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
Now Mike McCarthy going to decide to go for 2 here.
The Cowboys will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Prescott, they're going to throw for it. Fighting to stay upright. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And a good kick pays off as he's only able to get this out past the 10-yard line. The Dolphins offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he's been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been totally taken apart, and that is borne out in his numbers. He's been terrific all game long. First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
Cheat code offense. Up, up, down, down. Left, right, PA starts and left.
I feel it.
Now Tua. That swung out to Mostert. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards.
Well, that wasn't exactly a work of art, was it?
No, that wasn't a thing of beauty. That's just why I don't play in points per reception fantasy league.
Is that what they call
receiver
PPR?
still gets a point there. Yeah.
Oh.
And you went that far back. No bueno.
Well, I'll tell you what. I wish I had their defense on my fantasy game.
And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. Third down and 13.
Huge! Don't let us down! Right on! Keep pushing the ball downfield!
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. That's going to be caught by Waddle. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. 3 quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Miami. It's Dolphin football, but they trail here as we get set for the 4th. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he's on to kick it away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. From a star in college to a star in the NFL, CeeDee Lamb at wide receivers. He brings out this offense. Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now.
And as we analyze how he's getting them, that's where it really becomes fun because, let's face it, they keep sending coverage at him, keep trying to put the pressure on, yet he finds ways downfield and finds openings. That's a really crafty receiver.
A 20th carry here for Elliott. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium.
We can't move the ball in our defense.
Gotta get a stop right here. Play some defense out there, boys. Get some momentum here, D. Here we go.
2nd and 9 now from the 21.
Momentum here, D.
Again, it's Elliott. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here. Down late, tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Now Prescott. Going right back to Ferguson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Here's Prescott. The short one there taken in by Ferguson. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. 2 yards to go, second down. Prescott now. The short one there taken in by Ferguson. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Up the middle, here's Elliott. He'll get this down to the 38. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Throwing, Prescott for the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
Let's go, defense! Go, defense! Let's go, defense! Let's go, defense!
Looking to throw. Prescott. And he'll go right back to Lamb. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A good pickup there at 22.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. That'll bring up second and goal after the gain of 5.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on second down. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Zeke Elliott able to find his way in from a yard out. And the Cowboys will add to their fourth quarter lead.
And that right there is the definition of a statement drive. You're in the fourth quarter, trying to get to the finish line. And here, they were able to hold the ball for a long time and move it down the field. And how about them finishing it off with the touchdown run? Winning football 101, check that box.
Aubrey now for the point after. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told. And it culminates in a touchdown run by Ezekiel Elliott.
Hey, way to make a play!
This could be the turning point.
Just another day in the office.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. Tua and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Beckham will go in motion right. And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
But they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the jet sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Pass complete on the out route to Beckham. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A gain there of 21 yards. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
From midfield, here's Tua. Open man is Waddle, complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Good yardage on the completion there, and when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
They'll let this go deep for Waddle. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Give him big credit for his coverage right there because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Here's 2nd and 10. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Short throw to Smith. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Here's Tua. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. But correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
In motion, Hill. Play action, now it's Tua. But it's caught on the right side at Smith. And the Dolphins are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Tua to throw again. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I certainly like what he did right there because he smartly wanted to avoid forcing anything downfield because nothing appeared to be open. Nice harmless slide there to avoid the big hit, and he gets a small gain on the play.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
Can't keep up with our attack offense.
Mostert will take this in for the Dolphin touchdown. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Sanders on for the extra point.
Calm, focus.
And this is back to a 5-point game. A 10-play drive that time. And it was capped off by a touchdown run from Raheem Mostert. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The visitors' offense and the veteran Ezekiel Elliott set to go to work once more. And as we roll through some of the highlights, we see how crucial he's been to their success in this one. When he's in this type of a groove and his offensive linemen are creating running lanes for him, he can really put on a show, and he's done so here. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that first down carry.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. The give is to Elliott. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Let's go, defense.
They'll try and run some clock now with Elliott. Breaks through the contact. And even though he gets out of bounds to stop the clock, it's not going to matter. That first down going to be enough to write a finish to this one. You can really tell right now both sides have amped up the aggressiveness. That time the offense winning the aggression battle.
And the defense was obviously aiming for the football, maybe a little bit more so than the runner himself, and that's why he was able to break through and get the gain that he did.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They go to Elliott again. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football. I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 24-yard line. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
focus. Let's go.
Come on, defense.
So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational.
I believe in you, D. Points on this drive. Big D.
Ball on our defense.
No first down.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout, but instead they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one, because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. And in this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. And with that, we sign off from Miami.